Hey, so welcome in to part one From Trash to Treasure. So God wanted me to start from the part where I got to the point where I was tired and willing to walk away from everything and solely seek Him. I knew at that point I couldn't do it anymore on my own and I needed Him. So I'm going to do a little back story. So this healing journey is really based around the demise of my engagement, my relationship, the walking away from a whole state, people, places, and things. So around November 2023, I had lost my place. And I remember the night before that, November 28th, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in the house and I was calm and I was cool and collected. And I was contemplating suicide. And because I wasn't leaving my house, and didn't have nowhere to go with my kids. And I was like, God, I'm tired of this. I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to go and I'm going to take them with me. And the next day came, the marshals came, and God is God. So they came and they called themselves locking the door, but they was moving so fast they didn't even realize the door was broke. So they left and we go back in the house. So it was me, my ex. For the majority of it, we're gonna call him Virgil. And if I could remember without slipping his name out. And I was like, I'm not leaving here without knowing where me and my kids is going. And this, that, and the third. Mind you, at this point in time, I had a house full of people. One of them got arrested. The other one got a lawsuit check and disappeared. The other one, I can't even clarify what she did. It was just wild. She wound up becoming friends with another friend of mine, and they wound up linking up. She wound up staying with her. It was, just stay tuned. That next day, Virgil got up, and I was like, something got to shake. And Virgil got up and made sure that we had somewhere to go. He went and found a church that paid for us, 2 nights? So we wound up going back up to the Econo hotel we was in Dallas, North Carolina at that time, which is the country to Gastonia, North Carolina, where the last part of this situation takes place. So we go up to Gastonia and for the 2 days, and day 3 comes, and we're like, okay, the room need to be paid, and I'm on the phone with people, and I'm getting people to help me, and he's getting up doing something that I ain't never really seen him do before, and which was make it, go up there and make it happen, panhandle, whatever it was that he needed to do to, help out with this room, which made me actually at that point look at him in a different light, like, well, if you was able to do this now, why you ain't, been do it? But that's neither here nor there. So we stayed there. This is November, December. January, we got arrested for domestic violence. Because he was using one of our friend's tablets, and he left it open and went to the store. And my intuition told me to go through it. And not only was, he was, of course, talking to other females. And it was from a fake page of his. And it went back like damn near our whole relationship. And I was like, so when he came back, I had set up the woo like one of the girls she was talking to, and I told her, I gave her my number. It was like, oh, I switched my number to call the phone. So she called, and I was like, she answered the phone like, yeah, baby daddy. And I'm like, yeah, baby daddy. So I'm like, girl, if you want this nigga, girl, come get him. I don't want this out there with me and get the fight. At the time, I was dreading my hair. I'll never forget. He pulled out 2 of my dreads. Boy, we was in there, cats and dogs. While I'm calling the cops, they come, they arrest both of us. I go to jail in a nightgown, no bra, no panties, no socks, slides, and a jacket. In January. Sitting there for 48 hours because it was the weekend. Get out. He waiting outside for me by the jail. I can laugh now. We come back up there. By that time, we don't have the room no more. So we wind up staying at the hotel that we was at, one of our other friends at the time was staying up there too. We was all staying on the same side. So we wound up going to stay up there for a little bit. But it was just too much going on. In the process, they had done snuck the man a phone, all kind of stuff. So God don't do nothing without witness. So one night we was all sitting there, and I think me and him went to lay down, and he got up, and when he got up, the phone fell out, or he turned over something like that, and the phone slipped out. And I was like, but it was crazy because one of our other friends came to me days prior and was like, Joel got a phone. So yeah, I said his name. Anyway, and I was like, no. And it was like, I just seen him on the phone. So we jump in his car and we go up the street to the store. He come out and he like, oh, y'all have to come, y'all have to come up here and do that. And I'm good and I'm good and I'm good. And so he gets to the car, whatever the case may be. We go back to the room. At the time, I didn't see the phone. I didn't see the phone until that day it fell out. So from that part, he wound up leaving, going to the hospital like he normally do. Anytime a situation like that would prevail, while he get his mind together, he'll go to the hospital and act like something's wrong. This one time, the first time, I ain't never chase him and run up there or this, that, and the third. So he wound up leaving from there and going back to South Carolina to his grandmother's house. Now, at that point, that's when I became homeless. Because that night, I wound up leaving. And shout outs to my bestie, Eli, because he definitely stood in the gap for your girl. And I wound up going to spend the night over there because it was too crowded at the room. And by the time Eli went to bring me back the next afternoon, I was told I couldn't stay there no more. So by this time, I'm legally, not even legally, I'm deemed homeless at this point. I don't have nowhere to go. Now, the first topic to touch on is the homeless part, being homeless in that situation. Now, thank God I had a good rapport with the hotel. I worked there a couple years ago, and I done lived there on and off throughout the last couple years. So, now by this time, he's at home, comfy, and I'm sitting there talking to him like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? So, tune in, part 2.